Hey guys, this is Ashley Drummonds and welcome to the basic barbell front squat video. Front squats can be super tricky. It's a movement that's mostly known in Olympic lifts and in CrossFit, but it is one of the best movements you can do on a compound level that's really going to engage your core. It's going to strengthen your legs, especially in those quads, and it's going to help with just overall carrying a load on the front half of your body because we're so used to back squats, overhead squats, but there's not a lot of movements where we have the load in the front. So I'm going to demo this for you, do a few reps from the front and the side, and then I'm going to break down the movement so you know exactly how to piece this together so you can do it properly with the most efficiency on your own. I already have the barbell set up for my height. So with that, that means it's right at my shoulder height. That's right where you want it to, so that way you can properly just step right off. I'm going to grip right outside. Elbows are coming up. I have a nice firm foundation. I'm going to step off the rack safely. Here's a few from the front, and then I'll turn to the side to show you the side. My toes are pointed out. From the side. All right, so that is the barbell front squat. We'll safely re-rack. Now, let's break down the movement. Barbell front squat has a very similar positioning as the back squat. Your toes, feet, hips, everything are aligned right underneath each other. Toes are slightly pointed out so you can get the full range of motion in your hips when you're squatting down. Back is up, chest is up. The main difference is instead of putting that on the meaty part of your neck, it's gonna go right across, like right where your clavicle bone is, so right across the top of your chest. Now, very important, a lot of people have a hard time with front squats because of the positioning. It's gonna be a lot just because you're not used to holding the weight on your front side, but you're gonna slide underneath. If you don't have the range of motion in your wrist to get that full flat wrist like that, you wanna make sure that you're not gripping the bar like you're doing a strict press. So if you grip this way, your wrist is locked out, you're not gonna be able to come all the way up with the elbow. So what I like to do is grip the bar, slide it underneath, right on the fingertips. That way my wrist has the mobility, I'm able to get my elbows up. So work on that, so that way all you're doing, if you've never done this, I suggest just practicing getting under the bar and getting those elbows up, so it kind of looks like this. Put your fingers here. Remember, we're not locking out our wrists or else we're not gonna get the mobility. I like to do just a light grip, step underneath, and just get used to this positioning right here. Your elbows are like a tabletop. So you want those to be nice and up and nice and high, because what's gonna happen is when you step off, if your elbows are high, that bar is gonna sit right on top of your shoulders. You should be able to pull your hands out and you're still able to hold that bar up. So the weight's not on the front load as much. So if I put my hands back, if you don't have that tabletop position and you have this down here, that weight's gonna feel really heavy on your arms. You're not gonna have proper form. You're gonna feel like you're pulled down. So we want to make sure we keep our elbows nice and high. So, elbows nice and high. The other reason this is important is, I'll do this from a side view, is because when you're squatting down and you have weight on the front half, the natural tendency is going to be that you're going to drop your chest. You're going to drop your chest because you're not used to a load being up there, and you're going to want to just let that weight pull you down. When that happens, and it will happen the heavier the weight gets, when that happens, push those elbows back up, because what it's going to do is it's going to give you the posture and it's going to put the weight back in proportion to your body. So if you're here from the front, we're right here, toes are out. We have a nice good rack where the weight is right here. If I were holding the barbell, we're squatting down, chest is up, right back up. From the side, keeping those elbows up, squatting down, chest is up, and right back up. That is the basic barbell front squat. I suggest working with just the bar if you've never done this, or a PVC pipe, something super light to get used to that range of motion. This is gonna come into play and very important when you start doing cleans. That right there is the catching position for your clean Olympic lift. Now that you've learned the front squat, go do a strength portion of the front squat with one of the videos and then follow it up with a metabolic conditioning workout. And I'll see you in the next video.